guys, my name is Kate and this is my very first YouTube video. I have been watching Booktube since February of this year and have been thinking on and off since then about having my own Booktube channel, so I figured I've been thinking about it long enough, I might as well start. So for the first video, I'm going to be doing 11 of my favorite authors just to kind of show you the different types of books and the different genres that I'm interested in. So I'll just get right to it. So the first of my favorite authors is Jane Austen. And just love her. Love every one of her books. Mansfield Park, not as much, but still love it. So this is from a beautiful box set. And for any of you Jane Austen lovers out there, if you'd be interested in seeing a more extensive video of this, then I'd be happy to show you. Let's see, I'll go find one picture. Oh, there we go. So yeah, like I said, Jane Austen, love her, love all of her books, and yeah, this is a great set. Good, sturdy, high quality books. Sorry if I shook the camera there. And then next, in a kind of similar vein, is Elizabeth Gaskell. I say to anyone who's run out of Jane Austen books to read, look up Elizabeth Gaskell. So I read Wives and Daughters, so good, and lots of foil characters in this, and I would be happy to talk more about that in another video. So Elizabeth Gaskell, Victorian author, and she wrote North and South also, and I kind of call that the Victorian Pride and Prejudice, which lots of people do. Then Ruth Rendell, she writes mysteries with lots of psychological elements. You kind of get in the characters' heads, not so much who done it as why they done it. So yes, she's very good. She wrote a series with the character Inspector Wexford, and there are 24 books in that series. And this is the, I think, 15th in the series. I could be totally wrong about the number, but I read it this summer. I loved it. I think I've read 17 now out of the series. So yes, very good. This one's called Kissing the Gunner's Daughter. Next, this is The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan. And this is a high fantasy series called The Wheel of Time. This is the second book in the series. And I read the first one. My husband kept telling me to read it, And so I finally did, and I loved it. It's, I can't read a lot of fantasy in a row because my complaint about fantasy, just my one gripe, is that it's more about events than it is about relationships and people, and I really like seeing people analyzed in books. So overall, I really did love it though, and I'm so excited to have 13 more books to look forward to. The last 3 in the series were written by Brandon Sanderson because Robert Jordan passed away before he was able to finish it. Next, Harry Potter, guys. Need I say more? Pretty much everybody on YouTube loves Harry Potter. So I think I might do a whole video about Harry Potter, but I don't know if I have anything new to offer to the Harry Potter community. Next, Anne of Green Gables. Guys, oh, I read it when I was first in my 20s, and I was sad that I hadn't read it when I was younger. So, and I love these editions. They're from Source Books. I also have Anne of Avonlea and Anne of the Island, if you guys would be interested in seeing those. So Anne of Green Gables, just a wonderful coming of age story with beautiful, beautiful prose. And just, who can't love Anne, okay? Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I love Charlotte Bronte. I love the really intense emotions and even like the landscapes that go along with that, and the different really different kind of anti-heroes like Rochester. So she was really different, I think, than anybody else of her time. All the 2 other Bronte sisters as well. So I really like kind of all the Bronte sisters. Next, this is more a category, and that's Persephone books. I've seen them talked about a fair amount by Beyond the Pages, Lil's Vintage World, Jen Campbell. So yeah, Persephone books, and this one is Miss Bunkle's Book by D.E. Stevenson. This is number 81. I also have Miss Bunkle Married, and I still haven't read this one, but in case you haven't seen these before, these always come in dust jackets, like with just the gray jacket, and then it has that underneath it. It's kind of like a really sturdy paperback. And I did order this from the Book Depository, so unfortunately I didn't get the bookmark that matches the end papers with it, but that was okay because I got a Persephone book. So yes, love Persephone books, and if I ever go to England, I will definitely be visiting their store. Okay, then Tolkien. I read the Lord of the Rings series for the first time this summer, and I don't know why I put it off so long, guys. So good. Yeah, I don't know much else to say. It's just on such a grand sweeping scale, and I think that Middle Earth was only the tip of the iceberg for him. He was a genius, okay? Just, and such a rich history to his world, and such a knowledge of languages, and he's just the master of fantasy. So, yes, Lord of the Rings series. And then lastly is Dodie Smith. This is I Capture the Castle, and I put this in the category of chick lit before chick lit was a thing, which is kind of what the Persephone books are, but I'm kind of thinking more like cheerful ones like this, or A Room with a View, or what's it called? Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day. So really fun, fast-paced, with quirky characters and funny dialogue and just funny events. So I Capture the Castle. If you haven't picked it up and you like modern classics or classics, I really think you would like this, and you should check it out. And it has a big endorsement from J.K. Rowling on it. Yes. So those are my 11 favorite authors. I wanted to keep this fairly short just to kind of give you a quick introduction, since none of you know me. So there I am. And then just show you quickly what I'm currently reading. And that is the Pickwick Papers, which I just realized that's Charles Dickens is my 11th favorite author. So this is my 4th Dickens to read, and I just love every single thing I read from him. Great Expectations might be my favorite book, guys. It's so good. So yeah, so the Pickwick Papers. I have like 200 pages left of that. Then Little Women, which I was so sad that I had not read before in my life, and I found this, I already had a copy of it, but I found this copy in Books A Million, and it's the kind that stays open. Oh, so good. So I'm also doing the audiobook from the library on Overdrive, so that's helping me get through it. But so good, so heartwarming, great for this time of year, now that it's getting cooler, and it's nice to be cozy. Then Rosamund Pilcher's The Shell Seekers. This is my first Rosamund Pilcher, and I had it on a recommendation from my Nana, and I usually like everything that she recommends. So reading that, really liking it. And then also reading Middlemarch. This is my big honking classic I'm reading right now. I think it's about 800 pages, and I'm 100 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it, and actually pleasantly surprised by how fast-paced for a classic it is compared to a Jane Austen. There's just lots of action happening. So, once again, I'm Kate. Thank you for watching if you watched, and please give any requests if you'd like to see a certain type of video. I would just love to do anything you guys want to do, and I'm just really excited to be putting videos up and talking about books, and just my favorite books and different books that I like to read at different times of the year. And then the next movie video I think I'm planning on doing is one about December reads, just because I think I'm going to be doing a fair number of Christmassy type reads. So please let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Thanks for watching again, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.